Hi everyone, good evening. If you guys can see me and hear me clearly, please respond yes in the chat section. If you guys can see me and hear me clearly, please respond yes in the chat section. Thank you. All right, guys, thank you very much for your confirmation. Good evening, everyone. It is a pleasure to connect with all of you once again here. And today we're going to discuss how can you get started as a Java developer from scratch and go about 10 lakhs with your package, annual package. So let's learn Java online and start coding from scratch. I would also like to have our guest here, Aditi. So we have Aditi with us. Hi, Aditi. Good evening.
Hi, Shubham. Good evening. Hello, everyone.
Yeah. So we have Aditi in the house. She, as you know, has impeccable experience in terms of Java software development, and she's going to like share a lot of her experience, like how has Java been an important source of inspiration, an important source of earning for her in her own career. And yes, Aditi, would you like to say something at the start?
I would say, just stay tuned till the end and enjoy the session. You will be enjoying the session throughout this. You will be learning something new, and I would hope that all of you just implement all these things that we are going to tell you throughout the session.
Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you, Aditi, for those kind words. So, guys, just a formal introduction as always. Hi, this is Shubham Dumbre, a technical and career consultant. And yes, you can find me and also Aditi on LinkedIn. I have already introduced you to Aditi. So, Aditi is a software engineer who's currently working at one of the best places to work globally, that is Salesforce. She is working there as a software engineer. And we'll also see what is Java, what are the frameworks, what are its applications, along with her stories of projects what she worked upon and how was her experience in tackling those challenges. So let's get going and find the recording, but the best part would be if you stay here live because you will get a chance to interact with us. And yes, we are paying a close attention to the chat section, so no need to worry. In case you have any questions related to software development, Java, or anything in general about IT, we are here to tackle it for you live on the session. So feel free to use the chat section for any doubts. And yes, what will you learn here today? So most importantly, what is Java and where is it exactly used? But before that, it might about Java and all that stuff. So I'll just give you a short introduction about us that get started into the Java developer profession and what is the earning potential as a Java developer. Later, we'll see what are the Java developer career perspectives and also explore is online education really effective. Then we'll see why CodeGym is the best choice for your learning and what is the curriculum features and who are the mentors. This is a 100% job guarantee program, guys. So I want all of you to keep aside everything 60 to 90 minutes because here we will discuss about Java, about your software development career. Even if you are from some other background, that's all right. This course is built in such a manner that you can get started from scratch, from ground zero. And so you just have to have one thing, that is the will to study. Rest will take care of it. Yes, again, we'll also see some testimonials like studies, students who have all secured a placement. And yes, you get aware of the different avenues that Java can provide you, what all career perspectives Java has to offer, how big is the software development industry, along with the different hybrid roles which you could find in IT. And additionally, we are here to ask you like your own doubts. There might be some doubts that you must have encountered at like like on the live session. So I would request you to please use the chat section freely. It's like the it's a platform where you could actually get answers to your questions. And now I have one very important announcement to make. So we provide one person a chance to going to discuss today is a 12-month course delivered in English. It is a Java developer profession course offered by CodeGym, and it has a 100% job guarantee. And one amongst you can be a lucky winner who can win the course completely for free. How can you do that? You have to enter a lottery. The link is now dropped in the chat section. Just click on the link. There'll be a dialog box that you would see on the page that says get a call. You have to fill in your full name, your email ID, and your contact number. Then click on get consultation. The small step to do is like you just have to enter into this lottery by putting in your full name, your email ID, and your contact number, and click on get consultation. I'll wait for 30 seconds. Do it right away, guys. It is a golden opportunity. One amongst you will get this course completely for free, that too live today, just in these 90 minutes. So it's a win win deal. Aditi, what do you think about this kind of format?
I would say everyone should grab the opportunity and just try their luck.
Definitely. So, guys, I'm waiting for 30 seconds. Yes, Pavitra, sure about placement. We'll come to that aspect in detail, don't worry. Pasang, we are fine. There's no lag as such. Cool. All right. So you just have to click on the link which is dropped in the chat section by the name Code Gym and fill in the form with your full name, email ID, and contact number and click on Get Consultation. I know some questions might be like evolving in your minds. No need to worry at all. We'll take care of every aspect that is necessary for you to start your software development career. Kalyan, you just have to click on the link, fill in the form, and come back to the session so that we can get started ahead. All right, guys, till you fill the form, like for the best learning experience today, I would request you to switch off all other notifications, your Snapchat notifications, Instagram notifications for some time so that you can focus completely on this session. Please keep your mic on mute for no disturbance. Put in all your queries and responses in the chat section. Make notes on for reference on a page or a document because whatever we'll discuss today might be helpful for your career choice ahead. And that is like a good suggestion that you could have a page or a document handy so that you could note down important points about Java and software development. Then yes, you can participate actively, and the ones will be active till the end will get a special exclusive discount offer from us. So stay tuned till the end of the session. And yes, click a screenshot of any screen during the session and share it on your social handles, that is LinkedIn, Instagram, etc., with the hashtags live webinar Java Developer Code Gym. So you can pass on the information that you're learning here today to your friends, to your colleagues, so that they can also benefit and understand that Java has so many avenues, so many perspectives in terms of career. Yes. Satya. No, today, for today's session, you won't get any certificate as such. No, it is not only for freshers tech with Vittal. It is for everyone. Even if you are an experienced professional, that's fine. You want to get into IT or start as a software developer, this is okay for you. All right, let's get started. So I would want to see your responses in the chat section. This is just to make you familiar with the chat. So just put in your full name, email ID, and contact number in one single message. Sorry, just put in your full name, location, and are you currently studying or working? Yes. See, guys, I have responded in the chat. This is the way you can answer this questions which are displayed on the screen. So you have to enter your full name. Welcome, Vittal. You have to enter your full name, your location, and are you currently studying or working? Come on, guys, let's have it as an activity because it is very good for networking. And as you know, many great people have said that your net worth is your network or your network is your net worth. So any which ways, it is fine. Okay. Hi, Santosh. Okay, you're from Karnataka, studying fantastic. Pavan from Kolar, studying fantastic. Waiting for more responses. Come on, guys, show up some spirit. Tisha from Ahmedabad, all right. Aarti from Pune. Arun from Mumbai, okay. Andhra Pradesh, Pavan Kalyan, okay. Fantastic, guys. Sham from Pune. It's so good to see so many people from different parts of the country here connected for today's session. And yes, we hope to give you a better experience in terms of your learning today about Java. Yes. So now let's play a couple of rapid fire questions. You can respond with the correct option number. I'll give you the question right away. So the very first question is, what would you like to achieve in your career development? Option 1 is earn more money. Option 2 is work remotely. Option 3 is work with cool projects and feel self importance. Or option 4 is get into IT. So you can respond with the correct option number. What would you like to achieve in your career development? Option 1, earn more money. Option 2, work remotely. Option 3, work with cool projects and feel self importance. Option 4, get into IT. It's okay if you respond as per your choice, because these responses will help us to make the session even more better for you, and we will cover more aspect according to the maximum responses. Okay, so I see many responses towards 1 and 3. 1 is earn more money and 3 is work with cool projects and feel self importance. Fantastic, fantastic. So we get it, and we will work on the like those points, especially when we start talking discussing about the Java development profession. Okay, some also towards option 4, get into IT. Now, the last question for rapid fire. Why did you join today's webinar? Option 1, I want to study and look for a learning course which is best for me. Option 2, I want to learn to acquire a profession in IT, but not sure which one. So I consider various options. Option 3, I'm interested in IT programming in general. Option 4, I came here without any particular goal. So we would like to see your responses now for this final rapid fire question. Waiting for your responses now. All right. So I see many towards 1, 2, okay. 1 and 3, okay. So many towards I want to study Java, look for a learning course which is best for me. And option 3 is I'm interested in IT programming in general. Okay. Also 1, 4, all right. Without any particular goal, that's all right. Thank you for being honest. Okay, there's also someone with option 2. I want to acquire a profession in IT, but not sure which one. So I consider various options. Many towards 2 now. Fantastic. All right, all right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being so quick in terms of your responses. We have 98 participants as of now in the room, and that's so overwhelming. It's fantastic to see so many people here on this evening. So I'll give you quick introduction about us, and then we'll deep dive into what is Java, what are the fields of application, etc. things. So the very first thing, who are we, guys? So guys, we are CodeGym. CodeGym is a large international edtech company that specializes in training Java developers. So we have been in this industry for like around a decade now. It's been 10 plus years for us now in this industry. We have 800,000 plus user registrations, and students are like from the Europe, the USA, India, etc. The best part is that 95% of our graduates have found their first job as a Java developer within 1 month of course completion. So you could check out our website, that is codegym.cc. If I have to talk with numbers, then we are the number one edtech company for learning computer science principles and Java programming from scratch. So you could call us like a Java university, especially towards programming and computer science principles. It's been like 10 years now in the market, and yes, 40 plus countries where we have our students, 30,000 plus graduates. We have 1200 plus tasks, that is like practice exercises, activities for you to learn Java from scratch, and it has increasing complexity. So by that I mean to say that it starts from ground zero, where you will learn the ABC of programming, and then you'll go to the higher logics, the kinds of principles that you have to apply, algorithms that you have to apply. So it will go step by step from ground zero. And we have already said 95% of our graduates have found their first job after the course completion in the first month. So our mission is to transform 1 million people into Java developers, and that is the reason we are helping different people, not just IT professionals or people who are in computer science or IT, but even people who are from non-IT backgrounds to switch into IT by means of this course, by getting into the software development field. So for any programming language, you would require practice. Practice is the key to crack any programming language. Once you learn the way to solve problems by using these programming languages, you become a developer. That is a simple definition. Now, programming will require a lot of practice and also logics. So now when will you start developing logics? Once you encounter such problems, once you get into such kind of complexities, which would ask you to apply your knowledge. So we believe that programming will require regular practice, and that is the reason we have developed a platform. So I would love to show you how it actually has the working. Yeah. So We have a smart platform, we call it the simulator. It is a website, you could call it in simple terms, where you can study Java regularly. It will automatically verify whether the code that you have written is correct or not. It will also give you suggestions, recommendations, hints to solve the problems, also help you to optimize your code. And yes, as you can see, there is help, discuss, run, many more things which are available on the simulator platform. So we call the feature as instant task verification, where you can study 24/7. There's no limit as such, and there's always someone to guide you in terms of the code that you are writing, in terms of the problems that you are solving. So that's with the instant task verification. If you are interested in IT or programming in general, definitely you should check out these articles on all these popular platforms: India Today, Hackernoon, PC World, etc. So you might find a lot of information about software development, Java, programming, IT in general here, and our experts, the authors, have written it so well that these would really help you in curating the understanding about your IT industry. Yes, we are just going to go to Aditi in a couple of minutes. Before that, I would love to share some stories with you. So I'll just share four stories with you, and then we can proceed to Aditi. So, firstly, a very, very interesting story about Karthik. Karthik, a student from Mangalore, India, wanted to study Java. He was like a newbie, so he started looking on YouTube, he started looking on different articles, and he found out Code Gym. So, for him, Code Gym worked out because he wanted to like have everything from scratch, and he could do it and has secured a placement in a MNC. Arunachalam from Chennai. Now, Arunachalam was a guy who believed in offline learning. This guy was like more driven towards offline classroom based to switch to the new normal, that is the online mode. So he came to online, he started learning with us. He at every point of time, and he has also secured a placement in a company. Later, we have Soptik Sarkar. Now, Soptik was an instructor-driven learner. Like he needed someone to regularly give him a push because he was also like a little lazy. You could call it like not regularly studying in terms of programming and all. So he had his other distractions. So he needed someone to like regularly give him a push. So our support team and also our mentors have regularly like given him that kind of course. Then we have Iroti. Now, Iroti's case is supreme, I would say, because she was already a working professional. Quit because she learned with us. So parallelly, like she was working at some other company and she was studying. So it is also okay if you're a working professional, you want to switch in. I would like to introduce you once again to our guest, Miss Aditi Navghare, a dear friend of mine who holds 3+ years of extensive experience into software development. She has worked on different projects, different international projects, I could say, that evolve around complexities, that evolve around Java programming. And it would be great projects because she has worked on the projects in deep. So, and how can they start their career into IT?
And if you can hear me properly, yes, no,
Yes.
anything. Okay. The code gym is saying yes. What about others? I can see people are not responding. Just keep on responding. I want to see, I want to interact with all of you today. So make sure that you're actually responding to whatever things I'm asking you throughout the session. So my name is Aditi Nogre. I have been working in this IT industry for almost 3.5 plus years. I started my journey with Newgen Software Limited. It is a product-based company. I was working with Newgen in Mumbai. So it was my starting career. Like I started my career with that company. It deals with various firms, like only mostly related to financial and banking firms. So my starting career, I started with Newgen. I worked on various projects, including Janashakti Bank of Sri Lanka. We were dealing with account opening, account instructions, and various processes that are involved with banking. Then later on, I moved to Siemens. Siemens is also a product-based company. My location was Pune. So it's old company. So the foundation of this, it has such a huge impact on electric areas or something or the other. I was dealing with mobility. So I was working with one of the project there. The project was Epic. It was Enhanced Project Integrated Management System that used to deal with Java. Everything that I started and everything that I'm still working upon is evolved around Java. So Java was one of the most important thing that actually helped me to flourish my career. So I could actually see that my career bloomed exponentially with the help of Java and the various tech stacks that I was working along with Java. So they were related to something or the other related to Spring, Hibernate. Like these were the frameworks of Java. that I was working upon. Right now, I'm working with Salesforce, so I'm handling the whole European region. So here in Salesforce, we use Apex as a language that is more or less similar to Java. So my career, everything that is related to me, everything that I'm dealing with is mostly related to Java. And it has actually helped me a lot in nurturing myself and actually making myself like industry relevant, I could say. I'm really glad all of you are responding in the chat section. If you face any issue, if you have any doubts regarding any topic, you can ask me in the chat section. I will be more than happy to assist all of you today.
All right. Thank you, Aditi, for summarizing it in such a crisp format. And now, guys, one humble request, if you have any questions related to IT, related to software development, Java in general, feel free to ask those in the chat section. Even if it is related to your career, that's completely fine. We'll be happy to answer those live on the session. So feel free to use the chat section. You're already familiar with it now. So now we'll discuss about Java, its frameworks and applications. I would love Aditi to take this again. Yeah, Aditi.
Yeah. So I want to understand from all of you, what do you think? What is Java? I want the chat section now to be flooded with your answers. What do you think? What is Java? What is Java all about? Can I see some responses? We have so many people, Pavitra, Swarupa, Yasir. I want all of you to respond. What do you think? What is Java? I haven't seen any responses until now. Anything that is coming to your mind, that will go. You do not need to Google around and see what is Java. It's just that whatever you think, just I want to see. Okay, Kamalkar is saying it's a coding language. What about others? What do you think? Is Python more powerful than Java? I will come to that point, Joel. It's a backend language. It's a coding language or a language. It's a language. It's a complete programming language. Okay, wonderful. Okay, nice, nice, everyone. It's actually a coding language, it's a programming language, and it is as well as a backend language. So, in total, we can say it's a high level programming language with the help of which you can do coding. But the coding that we are doing in this is mostly for the backend part. So what is backend actually? Whatever you are right now able to see on the front side, like you can see me, you can see Shubham, you can see everyone on YouTube or on other channels like Facebook, Instagram. So right now, everything that you see, like in front of you, is the front end. Like it's front in front of you, and you can see it, right? That's it's a front end. But anything that is going at the behind, right? Must be some processing, like you are drafting your comments, right? It must be going from one server and it is being shown to us, right? So that is all handled by what? That is all handled by a backend language. So Java is one of the most popular and robust programming backend language. I hope this answers the question like what is Java for all of us? And there is a difference between various languages that are there for coding. There can be many languages that you have known about or that you might be hearing about. There is C, C++, Java, Python. So all these languages are extensively used in order to write a code, and it can actually make your life pretty easy, right? But why we are focusing on Java? We are focusing on Java because we have many companies, many firms that are totally dependent upon this language. They are using this language from decades and they will be using this language in the upcoming decades too. So that's why our main focus is to turn around 1 million people into a Java developers. So we ensure that you will be placed among different organizations around the whole globe. As you can see that every company is using Java. Name any company, Google, Facebook, Netflix, Minecraft, all the companies are using Java somewhere or the other. So if you know about Mang companies, the most popular Mang companies around the world, they are also using Java. Do you know Mang companies? What are the various Mang companies that we have? Can everyone respond in the chat section regarding it? If you know about it, it will be really good so that we can share some knowledge with everyone present here. Yes, Rinku, Java is platform independent language. It's a high level object oriented language. That's absolutely correct. We can create games, we can use it for entertainment purpose, we can create web application with the help of it, we can use it in banking programs, games, botnets, even we can do the trading with the help of it. There is a platform called Murex that is developed on that. Then on Netflix it is used for entertainment. So you can see the areas it is covering, right? It is present everywhere, like wherever you can just move your eyes, you can see Java there. I can say that. So Java is everywhere. And I was asking about Mang companies. Does anyone know what are the Mang companies? Maang. I'm waiting for everyone to respond. What are the various Mang companies? Meanwhile, Devendra is asking a question, which are the easy front-end programming language used with Java? We can use JSF, we can use JavaScript, JSF is Java Server Faces, we can use HTML, we can use CSS. Okay, it's Meta, Amazon, Google. What about others? It's Meta, Apple, Netflix, Google, Microsoft. It's not MANGAM, it's MAANG. Okay, yeah. So these are the Mang companies that are there, like Meta, Apple, Netflix, Google, and one more is Amazon. Okay, so these are the various companies that are associated with this tag that is named as Mang. They are actually using Java as one of the most powerful language while they're creating any application, and even you are using those applications in your day-to-day life, right? So we have Java and it has various type of advantages. One of the person was saying that it is a platform independent language. Yes, we can run the same piece of code in any machine that we want, whether it is a Mac, whether it is a Windows operating system that you are using. So you can run the same piece of code anywhere. So this was a limitation that was there in C and C++, and that has been overcome with the help of Java. One of the most powerful feature is object orientation. What does this mean? Like you can actually relate everything that is present in Java with objects and classes. And even you can relate with the real life things that are present around you. So just I will give you one example. Like if we have a mobile phone, that can be a class, and all the icons or all the applications that we are using in our mobile phone, that can be the objects of that class mobile. I will give you one more example, like shapes. Shapes can be a class, and 3D objects, then 2D objects can be what? Can be the objects of that class shapes. Now I want all of you to give me some examples of objects and classes, seeing the real life things around you. Just see anything, and that can be dealt in the form of objects and classes. Meanwhile, I will explain the other things that we have. We have a very fast compiler that actually process everything that we have written in Java. So it has a just-in-time compiler that actually reads the code in one go. There was a limitation with Python because it reads the code line by line. So someone was asking me that Python is also there. So yes, Python is there, but the areas that it is going to cover, it is very less as compared to what is covered by Java. So if there can be thousands of people in an organization who will be working on Java, in comparison to that, there will be only 10 or 100 people at max who will be working on Python. They will be working on certain projects that will be related to data analysis, data science, but there will be thousands of people who will be working on different applications that will be involving this. So it is really important for us to choose a language that has a very strong foundation, and it is actually opening many doors for us. Very nice, Pavitra. You have given example of that. That car can be a class and the parts can be its objects. Very nice. Tarun, book. What are the objects of book in that case? Okay, Apple. Suraj, can you explain more? Devendra is saying that class is a blueprint of object and objects are real world entities. Right. That is absolutely correct. But this is a definition that you might have searched from the Google. I want some real life examples of objects and classes. CodeGym is a class, Java, Pythons can be the objects. Okay. Okay, Rajendra, that's good. That's cool. What about others? I cannot see other people responding to this. Darshan, I've already given the example of mobile. I want different examples. So we have a very huge community of people who are continuously building and developing Java. We started Java with Java 1.4 and right now we are working with Java 11 version. So you can see if you compare Python with Java, in Python we write less lines of code, but in Java we write very lengthy piece of code. But right now what has happened, they have also optimized that code. We are using streams, we are using other things that are there in Java 11 and Java 8 that has actually optimized our writing of code. And we can now compare the same thing that we are writing in Python. So almost the lines or the writing of code is very similar nowadays. Living beings can be a class, and what can be the objects of it, Mr. Mahavar? Okay. Then it has backward compatibility. It means that Java 11 version of code can easily understand what was written in Java 1.4. So you can see this language has given you so many areas. It has given you so much modularity that you can write the code in the way that you want to do. Right? Okay, chapters can be the objects of it. Very good, Tarun. Video can be a class and forward and backward uh, play button and all can be the objects of it. Very good, Pavitra. Nice. I can see most of the time that all of you are trying to respond to the questions that I'm saying, but I want more people to respond. Okay. I hope the concept and the advantages and the fields of areas where Java is being used is clear to all of you. If you face any issue, if you are having any doubts in this, you can ask me right away. Conglomerate can be a class and its subsidiaries companies can be objects. That's really nice, Jibas. You have given a very nice example of it. See, Mahavir, like we actually need to deal with a language that has a very strong foundation, right? As I just told you, like if in a company there will be thousands of people who will be working on Java, but there will be only few people who will be working on Python. So you should be with a language which is having a very strong hold, right? You should be with something that is going to make your future, right? You should be with something that has ample of doors or opportunities that are open for you. So both of the languages are very good, but be with something that is going to make sure that even in the time of layoffs, you are going to hold that and you can actually create or have a magnificent future. I hope this is clear to all of you. If you're having any queries, any doubts, you can ask me. Cycle is in class, and what can be the objects of it, Pavan? You can respond in the chat section.
Aditi?
Yes, Shubham, I can hear you.
Yeah. Should we go ahead?
Yeah, yeah, sure. We can go ahead.
Cool. So, guys, now the very popular question which you had in your mind, which was popping up into your minds, like, will Python, Golang, or some other language, which is like gaining a lot of traction these days, take over Java? Like, will Java become obsolete? So, I think Aditi has already like answered about it, but like, still, let's focus on this aspect especially. So, Aditi, what do you think? Like, will Java become obsolete, or will Java be there ahead also in the future?
Java will surely be ahead in the future because we have so many organizations whose legacy systems are developed in Java, right? They cannot get rid of Java at any point of time. They need this language to be continued and to be more optimized and more refined. So that's why we have thousands and thousands of people who are creating a very big community of Java and they are continuously working on it.
Cool. So, guys, now the expert has already answered it. So, Java is going to be there. It's like no need to worry about this that will Java be like overtaken by some other language. Definitely, there are beautiful languages around there like Python, PHP, or take any other programming language. And every language is like very good in terms of its use cases. According to the kind of problems you want to solve or the technology that you want to use, each language has its own application. Java is known for its performance. In terms of Python, if I have to talk, Python is a language which is like English, so it is generally easy to like learn Python programming. But if you want hardcore performance, if you want want to run performance driven solutions, you would need Java because Java has a stronger background. Java is robust enough to like take care of your performance aspect. So many big companies, MNCs, also prefer Java instead of Python or some other language because of its robustness and the ability to withstand such kind of problems. So that is the reason Java is here. And now again, uh, one reminder that if you have not yet filled the form at the start, the lottery form, what you call it. So just click on the link now, which is being dropped in the chat section. And it's easy. As you guys already know, you have to fill in your name, email ID, and contact number. If you have not done it yet, do it now. We'll wait for like 15 seconds. If you have already done it, no need to worry. We have got your entry. Relax and like let's get ahead. Aditi, we have a question till then. Like, why is Java and Python most important in BPO companies?
See, they actually deal with some projects that are used with integration or something or the other. So in those companies, we actually require Java and Python developers. They like these are like the foundation nowadays. They would recommend you to work around these languages so that you can actually showcase your talent to them and you can actually start with certain things. So it's important that you should have a strong hold on these languages.
All right, thank you. And guys, if you have not filled it yet, do it now. Now, the next important question, which some of us have in our mind, is that I do not belong to a technical background, or I come from a non tech background. I come from some commerce or some other background. Will I be able to become a programmer? So, now, guys, for all of you, I would like to say this again that yes, you can become a programmer. It is not something that is really like out of the box. I generally like symbolize it. I generally like give it out in this simple format. So just imagine you're learning a language. You're learning some communication language like Tamil, Hindi, Telugu, or like Malayalam, anything. Now, or even you take foreign languages like German, French, anything. So just consider a language, communication language that we use. Now, if you think you have to learn this language, what would you start learning? The very first thing is how to write it. Now, how to write is like the alphabets, then again the way to form the way to write the sentences and all. This all is backed by grammar in terms of English and like other languages like communication languages. Similarly, in terms of programming languages, syntax is important. The way of declaring those variables is important. The kind of background libraries these files or formats have are to be understood, and once you understand that, you can create solutions of your own. It is not something that is really hard or difficult. The thing is, you will have to learn the art of programming. Once you learn the art of programming, you can create wonders. You can create solutions. Probably you can build some applications tomorrow, like help someone optimize their performance tomorrow in terms of like programming. And that is all possible once you learn or master the art of programming. That is possible. Just the thing that will require is regular practice and consistency to learn, the will to learn. So, like when we researched about what necessary skills we need in terms of becoming a Java developer across different industries, across different companies, we have combined this list. And like Aditi is the best one to actually walk you through this. So, Aditi, please throw some light on the skills that are actually required to become a Java developer.
Yes. So we actually require some core knowledge on Java, like the basics of Java, some object-oriented concepts. Then some knowledge of SQL, like the structured query language, is also important to handle how we handle the backend part. Then Spring, Spring Boot, all these are what? These are the frameworks of Java that we use. Along with that, you should know something about REST. These are the API that is used. Then Hibernate, JPA. Like these are actually important in order to ensure that you have some knowledge about these frameworks and things that are used along with Java. Apart from this, you should know something about testing so that at least you can showcase all these things whenever the interviewer is going to ask you. For the very initial or the very starting, they won't ask you so many questions on these topics. But as soon as you're going to have at least 2 or 3 years of experience, they will demand all these things from you. So it's really important for us to start from the very starting and have all this knowledge set and build our resume accordingly.
All right.
Shivam, I
So,
can't
guys,
hear you. Yeah, now I
yeah,
can
yeah,
hear
yeah.
you.
So, guys, these are the skills which are necessary actually to like crack the Java development field. And it's not just about cracking the field or entering into the domain. It is also about retaining into the domain because you see a lot of layoffs which are going on these days. Now, what is like the primary source for these guys who are getting laid off? They'll have to upgrade their skills in case if they were stuck to some older technology or something that was like repetitive. Because if they have skills, they can survive. It's like nothing difficult as such. Companies have hard times, but still you can survive in the IT industry on your own if you have the skills, if you have the abilities to do or create some solutions on your own. That is all possible. You can create beautiful websites, performance driven applications, a lot of solutions, content, anything that you need in terms of programming or IT in general, by means of learning a programming language, by learning a programming language in depth, so that you can be helpful for building solutions. And that is all possible with programming languages, any programming language. Now, if we have to specifically talk about Java, then Java developer career perspectives are like humongous. They can be different chains or cycles, but on a general node, if you see, like it starts as a junior Java developer, then you go to the middle level, then senior, then the team lead, then the management positions. And yes, again, in these positions, there can be separate divisions like Java full stack developer, Java backend developer, Java mobile developer, big data engineer. So like a lot of options are available here. Again, the type of employment can vary. It can be a product based company, it can be a service based company, it can be an outsourcing company. You can also work as a freelancer. So freelancing is like a very good avenue now. Aditi, like can you just walk us through what exactly is freelancing and how can people get started with it?
Yeah, so in freelancing, like we have some platforms that is Upwork, Fiverr. So you can actually go and showcase your talent there. You will be getting some connects where you can actually show that you are working on some of the projects. Depending upon the hourly rate, they are going to pay you in dollars or in rupees, depending upon that. So you can try those freelancing platforms where you can actually work as a developer for a full-time or a part-time basis, and you can just earn on a like remotely. Just go. You do not need to go anywhere. You can work from home.
Yeah, guys, so if you
Can
need a screenshot, you can have it now for about like how can be the roles. And now, moving ahead, the earning potential as a Java developer. Now, there is a huge potential in terms of the roles that you can cater to. There is a huge potential in terms of the earning that you can get in terms of salary package or like working on some particular projects. So it is like there is no limit as such. Still, we can ask Aditi, like how has her experience been when she has started in the Java industry and now when she is at a senior position. So Aditi, like what has been your experience in terms of the earning potential as a Java developer?
It actually depends upon the various geolocations that we are working upon. So if you're working in India, right, if you start with TCS, then we have all the service-based companies. If you just start in India, like the starting package you will be offered will be around 4 to 4.5. But if you start with some financial firms like JP Morgan, then it can be Morgan Stanley, then we have JPMC, like all these firms, then the starting package that you will be offered will be around 16 plus in India. And if you even start with a product based company like a Microsoft, Google, then the starting package can vary up to 40 plus. It actually depends upon the various geolocation and various roles that you're going to opt for. If you start for the same role in the other geos, like in USA or in any other country, the package will be very different from what you are getting in India. So the starting packages can vary based on the geos and the roles that you're going to opt for.
Yeah. So, like Aditi rightly mentioned, if you can see, like for the same positions, the packages vary according to the location of the company or the role that you're working into. And again, like it might vary by the size of the organization. So, in case if it is a startup, maybe they can offer you even better than what MNCs might offer you for the similar role. So, or like for big roles which require like essential expertise, MNCs or like even startups will pay you as much as you want. It depends on the kind of skill that you garner, the kind of problems you solve. So like we have a saying that you are paid in the proportion of the level of problems you solve. So similarly, you will be paid according to the kind of skills you show, the kind of abilities you have, and that is all possible if you master the art of programming, any programming language. Here we are discussing about Java. Now I would love to see your responses in the chat section, guys. Like, which companies you think need Java developers? Yeah, like the chat section is open for you. So, which companies do you think need Java developers? Yes, Mahadevan, 50-year-old can also start as a Java developer in other field, no problem. Age is not a barrier. As I said, like you can learn a language, a communication language at any point of time. Similarly, you can learn a programming language also at any point of time. There is no limit as such. There is no requirement as such. The only requirement is your will to study, your will to practice. Rest everything is possible if you have the grit to do it. So no problem with that. Pavitra, this course is for 12 months. Yeah, so I see responses for which companies need Java developers as Mang, Banking, Infosys, okay, Wipro, Accenture, all fantastic. Yes, guys, you're on the right track. So almost every IT company requires Java developers, and nowadays even non-IT companies like food companies like Zomato and Swiggy or Uber or Ola in terms of like your logistics also are using Java as their backend because uh, like these companies are heavily reliant in terms of IT infrastructure. They are relying on IT infrastructure for carrying out their operations and executing their day-to-day tasks. So yes, it is required for almost every company nowadays. Now these are the companies where our students are currently working. So these brands are like self you say explanatory, I could say, because these are like very popular logos, and our students are already like working on in such wonderful brands. So we have trained Java developers around the world in the USA, India, Poland, Ukraine, Germany, etc. And it has been 10 plus years now, so it's a decade for us where we have prepared more than 30,000 Java developers who work in these worldwide IT companies. So yes, our Karthik, you can ask your doubt. And yes, this boot camp will start. I will give you the date in some time, my friend. Your name itself says Java developer. Fantastic. Then all company requires Java developer within range. Yes, Suraj will come to that. Like, how can you come on the range part? Then okay, Java is more secure as compared to other languages. Yes, yes, Ujjwal, you are correct. You're right. Then Mr. Mahavar says, I start my coding career. It's hard to find domain. It is confusing. Can you please help me to choose my domain? Aditi, this sounds like an interesting one.
Like which domain that you want, like you can work in the banking domain, you can work in any domain. So it just depends upon your interest level, however, in which areas you are interested in. So it will actually flourish your career, and it will actually help you to just stay in that. So you can choose your domain wisely, whichever thing that is going to is having a great impact on you, you should go with that.
Cool. And Aditi, there's one more. Like, is design pattern important? I don't. I
Yes,
think. Yeah.
pattern design patterns are really important. It actually help you to understand the way of writing your code. So it's really important for you to follow those design patterns while you're going to work around the language. So they are a very important part.
All right. And then without DSA, can we get a job?
No, without DSA, like you cannot survive in the job. You might get a job, but you cannot survive in the job. So it's
All
really
right.
important to have a good DSA.
Yeah. So, guys, DSA is very crucial in terms of like securing a job and retaining it. Then, why is Java and Python most important in BPO companies? I think this was answered already, Darshan. So, like, and Mr. Mahavar says, my interest in development and coding. Okay, so I think it's incomplete. Mr. Mahavar, can you please be a little more specific so that we can answer it? Yes. Now, again, an interesting segment, that is online education really effective. Now, guys, during COVID and pre-COVID and post-COVID, we have seen a lot of changes happening in the education spectrum, also in the work spectrum, I could say. And right now, also, we are experiencing it on this particular session too. Aditi is sitting in Bangalore, I'm in Mumbai. You guys are located at some other points, and still we are all able to learn together under one roof, under one banner, that too in a seamless manner, that too in a very streamlined, organized way. That is all possible by means of technology. And yes, technology, online education is for sure important. It provides you that flexibility, accessibility, global knowledge. Like as I said, you can connect with mentors across the globe. Then you can control your study time, and yes, you have a better chance of interaction. So right now there is no chaos as such. If this would have been an offline setting, probably it would have been a little chaotic, because a lot of people would have questions, and the questions come up like media, how we see it in our interviews. So like that disturbance won't happen here in terms of online education. Then also this is cost effective. It has a better opportunity for students to get feedback, to get feedback. So we are able to take your group questions, we're able to focus on you individually with one-on-one answers. That is all possible because of online. So yes, online education is effective. I have come across a couple of popular queries when we talk about online, that online, we are not serious about online. Like when we see something is offline and when we see something is online, you think that online hai, to we can do it later. Someone at the start also asked, can I get a recording? So these are excuses that we make for ourselves. Actually, if you are really like willing to learn, online can also prove to be a very good resultant, because post COVID and also during COVID, we have seen the impact that online has created. And now almost every company, also in terms of corporate sector, if we talk about, they have a lot of seatings together in an online mode rather than an offline mode, because online is giving them the flexibility to connect with people, with their teams across different geographies, across different boundaries. So yes, online is effective. It is only you who has to be effective in order to online become more effective. That's it. Yeah. Now I see some more questions. Then yeah, again, Darshan asks, why is Java and Python most important in BPO companies? Can you please cover once more, Aditi?
As I said, Darshan, like we have many BPO companies in our, so like in the whole world. So these BPO companies need people who have some good knowledge on the Java and Python, because they work upon certain projects that are related to mostly to web applications and some basic development. So these languages help them a lot in these areas.
All right. Then we have a question from Rinku Kumar. Ma'am, backend and front-end language can be different in same project.
Yes, Rinko, backend and front-end language can be different in the same project.
All right. Then Hari Krishnan asks, how long will it take to from scratch to start with it? So Hari Krishnan, now like this is an open-ended question, but to if you have to like really master the art, you should at least put in a year. That is like recommended. Of course, there are like a lot of like other channels which say you can learn it in a week or in a day. but believe me, like, which the things that take time to like come to you will stay for a longer period of time. Instead of like going for some instant solution, go for something fundamental that will really like stay with you for a longer period of time, that will help you to garner more and more opportunities and earn out of it. So it is recommended to like study for at least 12 months, uh, more into like programming, more into practice, so that you can solve any problems, like any major problems which come across your way. So a 12-month course is recommended. 12 months practice is recommended, and we are here to direct you in that manner. So the link is like dropped. You can check out the syllabus and get started. Then how to manage academics and courses, ma'am? Surya asks.
So see, Surya, like you can do what? You can at least practice for 2 hours these courses along with your academics. Like you can fully focus on academics, and for 2 hours at least you can practice some questions on Java. You can watch the lectures, like we will be having certain lectures or the sessions twice a week. So you can watch those sessions and later on you can actually work on academics. And simultaneously you can at least give 2 hours a day, at least, so that you are just enhancing your skill. And the key mantra to success is just that keep on practicing. So just keep on practice and practice, and you will be like one day you will realize that you can solve most of the questions within like initially if you are facing very difficult to solve a problem, it might take you 1 hour, but later on the same thing will be taking only 20 or 10 minutes. So it's just the practice that you're going to do.
Yeah. So like when you practice again and again, you will be like surely more comfortable in terms of writing the code, and yes, you like can minimize the time that you would require to solve such problems. Now, why Code Gym University is the best choice, guys? We have live sessions with a mentor and access to recorded theory. So just like how you're having a live session now, similarly you will have live sessions with the experts. And yes, you have 24/7 personal group mentor. So even if you are like working a night shift or like having some kind of time constraints, you want to study early in the morning or late in the nights, that's all okay. You can study at any point of time. That is possible because one special mentor will be assigned to you who will take care of all your queries at any point of time. So you're always having someone with you to help you with your queries. Then we have 1200 plus tasks with automatic verification of solution. As I showed you at the start, we have a simulator platform which is like developed in such a manner that you can learn from ground zero to the highest possible avenues. Then 15 plus big projects. Of course, you'll be working on 15 plus big projects which you can showcase on your portfolio after completing the course. So your project experience will matter a lot. It's not always that you have a certificate and you get into a role. You're required to showcase your expertise in terms of the codes that you write, the projects that you have worked upon, the problems that you have solved. And that is all possible because you will be anyways working on 15 plus big projects and real case studies, and that will be showcased on your portfolio when you complete the course. You get an access to a Slack community for those who don't know Slack. So if you're familiar with WhatsApp, it's similar to that. Just WhatsApp you could like we use for regular communication. Similarly, Slack is a tool which is used in the IT industry for communicating. And yes, this is like super easy, so no need to worry about how can you use Slack. So you'll have a close group of Slack community where you can interact with your peers, with your mentors, experts, everyone. Additionally, you get a assistance from our career center in terms of creating your resume. You of course get a course completion certificate, and this is a 100% job guarantee program that allows you to make the fee payment. Sorry, that will allow you to make the fee payment in an equated monthly installment. So this is a 100% job guarantee program that will allow you that will give you a facility of EMI, so you can make the payments every month. That is completely fine. And this is like the best choice, I would say, because you are studying parallelly also, like having a assurance that yes, you will get a job at the end of the course. So that's how it is. Now talking about curriculum features and mentors, so I would just zoom in on the screen for a minute. So we have a learning program, a directed learning program that starts with different modules. So it has 6 modules, which starts with Java syntax. Then you go to Java core, then Java professional, then working with databases, Hibernate, Spring and Spring Boot, final project. So as you see in every module, there is a project. There are different projects which are associated with every module. So as we discussed, like you will be working on 15 plus big projects during the whole course, and you will showcase this on GitHub. Now, don't worry about GitHub. We'll discuss that in some time. If you're not aware of it, GitHub is a platform where you showcase your projects, just like how you showcase your photographs on Instagram. So, GitHub is used regularly to by recruiters to find out new talents in the programming communities. So you will get a chance to like showcase all your projects on GitHub and increase your chances to get selected as a Java developer. So if you need the detailed training program, the step-by-step breakdown of the training program, you could just check out our website, codegym.cc/India University. You will find the complete detailed description of every aspect that you are going to learn. Additionally, we have our experts, our mentors. We have Paresh with us, who is a senior software engineer at Walmart Technology with 13.5 years of experience. We have Aditi, who you have already met. She's a senior software engineer at Salesforce with 3+ years of experience. Then we have Azuruddin with us, who's a senior software engineer at Philips with 5+ years of experience. Apart from these guys, there are also many more experts who you will meet ahead in time. And yes, how will be the course progress? So there will be lessons with a mentor 2 times a week. So there'll be a Zoom call that will be arranged between you and the mentor. And yes, this will happen twice a week. So for every module, for every such like segment of the course, you will like have 2 sessions per week, and practice tasks are automatically verified on the website. So as I showed you at the start, like you will have an access to a simulator based platform where you will code regularly. Your progress will be mapped at every point of time, and you will get a chance to also interact regularly. Yes, you will have feedback via Slack. So Slack, can I said like this tool is very important to master, because you will have this tool in your job. Whenever you get that job, this tool is regularly used. So like feedback via Slack, you will have chance to share your files, documents, your codes, etc. using Slack, and analysis of tasks in the next lesson as needed. So all this will happen regularly, and it is super flexible. Yes, this is your resume and certificate of completion. So your resume will not just be talking about your hobbies or like your interests, but actually will be showcasing what you have worked in terms of your projects. We'll also talk about the skills that you have garnered during the course and the during like creating the solutions for the projects that you have worked upon. So this is how your resume would look. You will of course get a certificate of completion, certificate of course completion. And as I showcased you at some point, that we have students working in MNCs, in startups. So already our certificate holds a very good standing in the hiring communities, in the Java hiring communities, in the IT hiring communities, because we are a regular talent provider for all such companies who are looking out for exceptional talents. They know that if a student is coming out from code gym, he or she is trained into Java from scratch, that too in a professional manner, that too in a manner that industry actually is looking for. The catch is that whatever we generally like have seen in our academics and the industry requirements have some gaps in between. It is because of the latest advancements in the industry requirements, and a little lag that we see on the academic side. So at CodeZim, we will fill in that gap. We will make sure that you are capable enough to tackle such problems that are like regularly with ahead of time. And of course, you will be powerful enough. You will have those skill set, that ability to solve problems on your own once you complete the course. Now talking about this interesting aspect, Aditi, again I would like to like ask you, when we were researching, we figured out that on LinkedIn, on Naukri, and all other job platforms, major job platforms, there are thousands of vacancies. Even at some time I found lakhs of vacancies lying around there, which involve IT, which involve Java, which involve like software development. So what do you think? Are these vacancies like really legit, or how's the case? I think Aditi, you're on mute.
Yes, Shwan, these vacancies are really legit. Uh, Actually, even I can say that even I tried for Siemens and at Salesforce with the help of this. So I got a job because of LinkedIn. And at Naukri also you can see like various applications for Java developers. Maybe the name can be different, but the requirements that they are asking for can be similar to what you have in your resume. So you can definitely approach and you can definitely try on these platforms, and you will be placed in one of the good MNCs or in one of the great product-based companies around the world.
Yeah. So thank you for validating that, Aditi, that these vacancies that we found are actually legit. So guys, you can do this activity yourself. Just go to naukri.com, LinkedIn, or any job platform of your choice and find out the jobs that are lying around for software development, Java. So the titles might vary. Like some companies call it software development, some say Java software development or something else. But you could read the job description and figure out that yes, these roles are actually talking the same. The only titles are the only thing that are varying. Now, this is an important aspect again, that what is 100% job guarantee exactly? So guys, if you complete the course by attending 90% of live sessions, complete homework on time, complete final projects on time, pass the final exam, and follow the recommendations from our career experts, we provide you a 100% job guarantee. We say this because we know our program is like curated by experts, it is like accepted by the industry well, and that is the reason we assure you that we will place you 100% if you attend 90% of live sessions, complete homework, exams on time, pass the examination, and yes, projects also on time, and follow the recommendations of our career coaches. This is like a minimal expectation that any institute also has, any college also has from you, university has from you. Because if you attend those live sessions, then only you will have that kind of sense, that kind of ability to think on those problems. When you complete like homework and projects, you will get that ability to apply that knowledge that you have garnered. And yes, passing the examination will validate that whatever you have learned is tested by expert faculty. Yes, and finally, strictly following the recommendations of course and course mentors. So our experts will regularly give you tips, will give you like methods to like crack into the IT industry. Also, there will be career coaches who will take care of your LinkedIn, GitHub, and other profiles. So you just have to follow these 5 steps, and we are the ones who will give you a 100% job guarantee. You do not need to worry about finding a job on your own. You just have to study and perform. That's it. And if you do not get a job even after like completing the placements period, we will give you a full refund. So when you start with the course, you sign in an agreement with us where either you get a job after meeting all the requirements, or you get a full refund if you do not get a placement even after completing the course. So this is like your money assured from both sides. You learn also, and yes, we also help you earn. So that is all okay. And it is a deal that is like a dream for many. Aditi, what do you think about this offer?
I think it's a win-win situation for everyone. You can actually learn something and you can actually make it useful for your future too.
Yeah. Santosh, no, we have it like regularly in an EMI format. So there is no pay after placement. Instead, pay along with the learning. Yeah. Now, again, important aspect, GitHub and LinkedIn. Aditi, you want to go with anyone?
Yeah, LinkedIn.
Go ahead.
As I said, like LinkedIn is actually a very good platform that is actually used to showcase your talent, and you can apply for various job openings from there, and you can make sure that you're placed in one of the great MNCs or product-based company around the world.
Yeah. So Aditi discussed about LinkedIn. So LinkedIn and GitHub are two very important platforms which are important in terms of your career, in terms of like getting the recruiter look at you. So LinkedIn talks out as your digital portfolio. So those were old times when people used to just see your resume and then like call you for an interview. Nowadays, it's LinkedIn that has become a digital resume for you. So LinkedIn plays a very important role in terms of assessing your profile for the recruiter, for the talent acquisition professional, and GitHub. Now, GitHub, as I said, we know Instagram. Instagram is used to post photographs. Similarly, GitHub is used to post projects. What do I mean by post projects? You can upload the project code. You can keep the project files there. You can keep the README files. Like how can you actually implement the project and all the documentation necessary on GitHub. Now, this GitHub links can be shared with the recruiter so that the recruiter can see the kind of programs you write, the kind of solutions you have created for such problems, and then select whether you are a correct fit for the role or not. So GitHub and LinkedIn play an important role, and you need to have both these profiles, guys, if you're looking yourself, if you want yourself in the IT industry. And you do not need to worry here at CodeGym, because we will take care of like helping you build such profile, which will be full of projects, which will be full of your expertise that you will garner during the course. So LinkedIn and GitHub, no need to worry. Our career coaches and our tech experts will help you to like be familiar enough and expert enough to like get ahead with it. Again, talking about code gym support system, so we have a robust support system that is there to always help you to tackle all your questions, all your queries at any point of time. So our support system is like using a platform named as Slack, which is very easy to use and is widely adopted in the IT industry. Now, for whom is this course exactly? So guys, if you're beginners or people with zero knowledge in programming, definitely this course is for you. If you're industry switchers, if you're working in some other domain but want to work in IT, or who are already working in IT but in some other domain, you can definitely go ahead with this course. This will benefit you for sure. Then Java specialists who want to improve their skills or review the material, this is a very good revision for you guys, because you can definitely like test on your skills and also improve your own attention or your own learnings about Java. Then learners who want financial freedom with a high paying secure job, definitely guys, this is a win-win situation for you, because your funds are assured and your placements are assured. The only thing that is expected out of you is to study and pass examinations. And innovators who want to dive into programming sphere and get some new knowledge, yes guys, this course is for you. So guys, this course is for anyone who wants to start a career into Java development, software development, programming in general, or wants a beautiful IT career ahead. That is all possible if you're ready to commit to studies. That is all possible if you're ready to put in that effort. I'm not saying it's an easy journey, but it's not any out of the box logic too. If you're ready to commit to it, if you're ready to like change the path of your career, if you are ready to be in the driver's seat of your career, how I term it in a better way. So if you are ready to take up the charge of your career, then definitely this course is for you. You have to study, and rest everything we will take care of it. That's it. So yeah, Pavitra, about the timings, those timings will be fixed as soon as we start off with your course, and those would be fixed as per after like discussing with your batch that which is the most preferred timing for all of you. Timings can be flexible, no need to worry. Anyways, any which ways, you will have a 24/7 mentor also with you. So if you are working somewhere, it's okay. The timings can be managed for you. So this is the price at which this course is generally offered out in the market. That is rupees 6,700 per month. This is a 12-month course, so you can do the maths. So it is rupees 6,700 per month. And yes, the next batch starts on April 1st, 1st of April. Today is 1st of March. So rupees 6,700 per month is the payment which is generally like offered for everyone. But because you guys have come here for the session, I had promised you a lottery and also special exclusive discount offers at the start, in the between, in beginning, like in between also. So yes, let's go ahead with it. Firstly, let's see who's the lottery winner. I'm very excited to see who's the lottery winner. So last 1 minute to fill in the form if you have not filled it yet. The link is dropped in the chat section now. If you have filled the form, no need to worry. Just sit back and relax. Now we're going for a live lottery in front of you in a minute from now. Most welcome, Pavitra. So one amongst you will get this 12-month course with a 100% job guarantee completely for free. And for the rest of you also, no need to get disheartened. We have special exclusive discount offers and learning material coming up for you. So just stay tuned. I know it's dinner time for some of you. Allow me like 5 to 7 minutes from now so that I can give you that can be a career changer, a game changer for you. All right, guys. So now I will have a list. Just allow me a minute. Darshan, your question, how much time does it take to complete the full course? It is 12 months, and yes, it is done. Aditi, would you like to say something till then? We are just curating the names from the backend.
Okay. Yeah, I would request all of you to join these sessions, attend these sessions that we have, and just learn something out of it. Build your career, build your future, and just stay tuned with us. We will actually guarantee you 100% of job. And if you feel at any point of time that these things are actually not worth enough for you, or you're not able to utilize it in your near future, you can actually let us know about it and we will work upon that too. So that things work out for you in either way.
All right, guys. So now let's go for the live lottery. I hope you guys can see my screen now. Are you guys able to see the Google Sheet, Aditi?
Yes, yes, Shubham, we can see it.
All right, guys. So these are the people who have participated in today's session. Uh, we have it from number 2, that is Pradeep Kumar, to number 88. So we go from number 2 to number 88. These are the people who have participated today. And let's go to the random number generator from number 2 to number 88. Whichever number will come here will be the lucky winner. Well, like the name on that number will be the lucky winner. We need one winner. So let's go for it. So number 71. Who's at number 71? Mr. Ronad. Okay. Is it someone? Mr. Ronad? ron.ad? If yes, please respond. I think that was, yeah, Mr. Ronad is the winner. I don't see. All right. So just give me a minute. Is there someone named Ronad? Please respond in the chat section. Congratulations, you have won the course. Yes. Cool. Ronad is the winner. Thank you. So, Ronad, congratulations, you have won the course completely for free. And now, for the rest of you also, we would love to offer you a super deal of rupees 1,700. So, for the first month of the course, you only pay rupees 1,700, and for the rest of the course you will pay rupees 6,700. So for the first month of the course you pay rupees 1,700, and for the rest of the course you will pay rupees 6,700. So this is a one time super deal that you will get, which is valid only for 3 days. So just avail the super deal. Aditi, what do you think about this super deal?
This is pretty exciting. Like you can actually see how the mentors work around with the students for at least 1 month. You can see that. And if you feel that this is actually making some progress in your career and it is making your knowledge enhanced, then you can go for the other months too.
Cool. So, guys, this is a super deal that we would love to offer you. You only have to make a payment of rupees 1,700 for the first month of the course, and for the rest of the months, it is rupees 6,700. This course is a 12-month with a 100% job guarantee course. And yes, your funds are like assured. You are like for sure either learning it, getting a job, or getting your funds back. So that's how it is all secured. No need to worry at all. Kalyan, you could connect with the team and discuss this out. Our team will like reach out to you. Then you can discuss out what are your expectations on this. Yes, guys. And also one more surprise, Aditi. Can you please be like give this out?
Yes, everyone, you can actually see the way we actually teach at Code Gym. There will be a free demo session for all of you on 31st of March at 7 p.m. IST. So all of you can actually see the way we teach at Code Gym and you can all have one glimpse at that. So just stay tuned with us. You can see our lecture and you can see the way we teach. It is
Yes, guys.
absolutely for free.
Yeah. So on March 31st at 7 p.m. IST, you will have your first Java program, a technical session with Aditi, a purely technical session with Aditi on March 31st at 7 p.m. IST. The link for the same has already been dropped in the chat section. You can note it down And for a reminder, we'll also send you the link or via Telegram, email, SMS, WhatsApp, whatever channel you via which you receive today's link to. So no need to worry as such. And yes, Aditi will be there on 31st of March at 7 p.m. IST to tackle all your technical questions. And yes, on that session, you will learn how to create your first Java program. All right, guys. So once again, a reminder that you can have a super deal of rupees 1,700 for the first month of the course, and for the rest of the months, it can be rupees 6,700. And yes, one more reminder that you have a free session with Aditi, your first Java program on March 31st at 7 p.m. IST. So do attend that session. And thank you for listening patiently. It was really amazing to interact with all of you. In case you have any questions, in case you have any feedback for us, please respond in the chat section. We are waiting for it now. Aditi, you have something to say at the end?
Yes, I would say like people are joining the sessions right away. Do not join the session right away. You can just save this link and make sure that you need to join it on 31st of March.
Yeah. So, guys, the session with Aditi is on 31st of March at 7 p.m. IST. Today is the 1st of March. So, in 30 days. So, the session is on 31st of March at 7 p.m. IST. You can just save the link and we'll also give you a reminder when the session is near. All right. So, thank you guys. Thank you for listening patiently. And it was really fun to interact with all of you. Have a wonderful evening ahead. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening ahead.